And welcome to the Modern Meltdown. It's time for another movie review. Now, I know we had a different movie reviewer a couple of weeks back, which was Jace. But we had to get rid of her because she knew way too much.
Yeah, you said that about me last week, and I'm still fucking here.
I'm still fucking here.
Anyway.
Everyone's still just fucking here now.
Yeah, everyone's here. We're all still fucking here. That's awesome. Alright, so this week we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan. We're back at Impact Comics, which has become our home.
I don't know why I said it, we're always here.
We are.
I sleep down there.
Oh, okay. Because the whole rent thing?
No internet. This place is internet.
Yeah. You need to get that living situation under control, man. You really, really do.
Sleeping on the floor is okay.
That is true, yeah. Yeah. And eating your baked beans out of your bindle? Still doing that?
There is nothing wrong. That's retro, man. Okay, it's fine.
It's retro. Yeah, it's hip now, right? It's a hipster thing?
It's practical.
Practical? Yeah.
I wouldn't go so far as hipstery.
I'm going to get you a hot plate so you can heat up your beans.
Hey, man, if you're going to give me a free hot plate, I'll take it.
Yeah, free hot plate. Okay, so if you haven't checked out one of our movie reviews and you're wondering what we're rambling on about, we have exactly 5 minutes to give you a comprehensive film review. And this week it's going to be Attack on Titan, the live action version. It's very important. Alright, start the clock. So, this movie opens with our 3 main protagonists. We've got Mikasa, Armin, Eren. They're leading us through their world. And you can see remnants of the 24th century just sort of scattered around. And they've erected giant walls in order to keep the Titans out. So there's not much more setup needed than that. The Titans attack, our protagonists flee, returned, trained with equipment in order to defeat the Titans. Now, if you're a fan of the anime and manga, like we all are at the Modern Meltdown, there's not going to be a huge amount to love in this movie.
That is correct, because the
Billy Madison reference.
The film basically changes fundamental parts of the characters' backstories, their motivations. It changes the rules of the world. There's cars in it now for some reason. And all of the cool things like the world building, the themes, that kind of stuff isn't here. So basically all the stuff that made Attack on Titan really good isn't in this movie.
Yeah. Now, as far as the acting goes, I don't know a great deal about the actors, but I have watched a lot of Japanese cinema, Japanese live-action anime adaptations. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Japanese style of acting, their movements are very exaggerated. The way they render dialogue is also pretty crazy. And they use a lot of characterization from the anime in the movie, which isn't going to necessarily work in live action. So if you're not accustomed to this style of cinema, then this film is probably going to be a little bit jarring for you.
Yeah. Speaking of jarring, right, okay.
Yep.
What is the deal with Captain Levi not being in the film?
He's a total fucking dick in this movie.
No, well, they just replaced him with a character that's just this pompous, melodramatic idiot. And it's just fucking terrible.
Well, I thought that was Levi.
It's not.
It's not Levi?
His name is Shikishima. And he's basically just Levi's replacement. I'm baffled by this.
It's pretty, yeah.
Baffled.
But it's not all bad. Like, the Titans actually look pretty cool. They use prosthetics on real actors, use some motion capture, and then they layer some CGI over the top, and it brings the whole film up, and gives the Titans this real otherworldly effect and appeal, which I thought was pretty cool. And considering America really relies heavily on CGI, it was kind of refreshing to see someone use some practical stuff for a change.
Yeah, the Titans are definitely the best part of the film. When they're on screen, they really look creepy looking, and they feel huge, which is great. Whenever they're murdering and eating people, that is actually legitimately gruesome to watch too, which is good. And they capture some of the moments in the anime and the manga where the Titans, despite their size, can catch you off guard. So kudos to the director for that, but when we get to the action scenes, things start falling apart a little bit.
Yeah, look, that is true. Now, I felt the look of the film was okay. But, I mean, yeah, when you're talking about action, the three-dimensional maneuver gear, I was really keen for these moments. They were really disappointing. They look more like bad 1980s CGI.
Yeah.
The look of the film was okay. I felt that it was, they employed lighting that was dark and moody and grim, and I thought that you'd be pretty at home if you're used to the anime and the manga here. It's possible.
I don't know about that. See, the problem with and this is an adaptation problem too as well, like, because of the CGI, they had to make things like darker, and like whenever they're doing fights, it's under smoke or like heavy cloud cover. So the whole entire film feels really dreary. Whereas in the anime, all of the fights and most of the things that happen during the daytime. So you get this nice juxtaposition with the brightness of the scene and all the really heavy, brutal stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
But let's wrap this up, man.
Okay, so Attack on Titan is not a bad film. In fact, if you can try something new, maybe leave some preconceptions at home, you might actually even enjoy this film. But if you're a fan of the original anime or the manga, I think this is probably one to avoid.
Yeah, I came off really negative this review, but I'll have to agree with Matt. Like, I think that the Titans on screen are probably worth the price of admission. It's just that everything else lets the film down.
Yep.
And especially if you're an Attack on Titan fan. And seriously, what is the deal with that Shikishima guy? Like, if you're gonna replace Captain Levi with something fucking random,
Yep.
okay, you can replace almond with an almond, and it's the same.
But almonds are delicious and practical and would have done more than Almond did in the film.
But it would have been the
was
same because the
nothing.
Titans would have been like an almond, yay! It's the
would've
same.
been
It's the
the
same
almond.
movie. So.